Alright, I tried this once before and the connection was bad. So, if you guys want to hope and pray, this might be one to hope and pray for. Missing and murdered Indigenous women. What most of y'all are not paying attention to here is the racism inherent in a lot of these groups. Is missing and murdered Indigenous women one of those groups that's racist? No. Because although in the name it says missing and murdered Indigenous women, it's not just Indigenous women that are missing, it's also Indigenous men. And MMIW still looks out for those folks, still tells them stories. The MMIW isn't much different from BLM in the fact that it's not it's not like a government entity, it's not like a business, it's not like an organized group like the KKK is or the federal government. Those groups are very organized. When people are fighting for their rights, like in the Revolutionary War, those people fighting for their rights aren't necessarily organized, are they? So I pay attention to the people who are saying those things and sharing those things and seeing those things. I've noticed that the people, the missing and murdered Indigenous women's groups, are speaking out about a lot of people, including George Floyd. He's not a woman and he's not Indigenous. He didn't go missing, but he was murdered. There's a place that I spoke out about, Hardin, Montana. There's a young woman who went missing. Her name was Selena Not Afraid. Here's something about her going missing. 10 months earlier, I had been in Hardin, Montana. And I made a video about all of the missing and murdered Indigenous peoples from that area. Just from that area, there were over 100. That's a lot of dead people. Not a big community. In many places, Indigenous women are raped and murdered at 10 times the rate of anyone else. Anyone else. Is that in homeless? I don't know. I haven't looked into those